While scanning Google Earth, a glimmer of blue in a remote canyon caught my eye. Curiosity took over. I set out to see if life had once thrived there. What I found was beyond expectation. Ancient pictographs etched into the stone, leading me deeper into the wilderness. I followed their trail until they brought me face to face with the very place the ancients once called home. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. It's a beautiful day to go find something. Well, I made it down here to the edge of this ravine where it drops on into this canyon, and this is not accessible at all. Beautiful. But that there is 200 feet maybe, and a little on the dangerous side, so we'll find us a different way to get down into this. Right over here where the water flows out of this wash over time and then flows down into this canyon. It's made some really slick rock in here. Not slick as in anyone's going to fall, but just very, very smooth over time. Let me just bring you over here so you can have a peek into where I was trying to get to. And over on the far side, you can see a big alcove over there that looks very promising. Not impossible to get to, just not from this angle. This big flat up here on the top, you can see all the stones and where the rain has come in and washed into all these little pockets. And headed over here, I'm just right above this big canyon you see in the foreground there. And as I'm walking across, of course, I'm looking, trying to see what I can find up here. And check this out right here. Look at all these stones. I mean, every stone looks like, wow, that could be something unique. And they're all different colors and different. But then there's this piece right here. Let me just grab it here. And you can see that it's been napped. Can you see that? The edges? When the light hits it, you can see the cut, sharp edges of this piece. And so we're in an area of the Fremont people, and you know, this could be 1,000 years old, could be 2,000 years old, or you know, maybe even just as recent as some of the more modern Native Americans. I know the Utes traveled through this area. So that's a great find right there. But when you look up, I'll just pan around here just for a minute. I mean, every one of these is just full of beautiful different rocks that's been up here. And here is why I'm always in my snake chaps. They're hot out here, but look at this. I stepped right off of this little ledge here behind me. You can see my boot track, and there is the snake skin. So, could have just as easily been a rattler right there, and this is what I just stepped off of. Okay, it looks like that I've made my way to the bottom and, well, almost. I think I can get a way down from here, but this is, we come off the top up here, and right over here, it looks like I'm seeing some petroglyphs on this wall. One unmistakable. So I'm going to try to get down and we're going to go over and have a look at these. Wasn't expecting to find these here, but that nice patina kind of attracts your eyes, and looks like there's something over there. If I pan back on this side, there could possibly be something over here also due to that real dark wall patina. So we'll check that out too. There's a 1890 inscription right there. Those early cowboys, they found most of this early on. Look here, here's some. This carving here in the wall, at the end of this design, it has these little X's on it. And that's like a perfect place for target practice for the early cowboys. You can see the bullet holes like they were aiming for the center of that X right there. So here we have a man on what, or a person on a horse. And right here, another person on, I don't know if that's a horse or what it is there. I fully believe this is a horse, which would make me think that these are later petroglyphs. So, I mean, could be 2, 3, 4, 500 years old, I guess. The horse wasn't even introduced until, the 1500s, as far as we know. So this would be a later tribe, perhaps the Utes. I'm not sure. But as I stand here and I look up this wall, I can see older and older and older as it gets, oh my goodness, way up there. Now that's like 18 feet off the ground. How did they carve those in there? See that sharpening mark there? It's almost like while they were chipping away or something at these petroglyphs, they were refining their tool there, even up higher. Now that one's closer to 20, and then over here, let's walk up there. I see more sharpening, but these look, again, to be more recent. And why not? Because if your ancestors was using this area, you would use it also, probably. Just literally everywhere you look. Oh, here's some, another man, sheep. After studying the petroglyphs, I realized something was missing. I had seen their stories marked on the canyon walls, and I had found the life-giving water source below. But where was the home of the ancients? I knew they couldn't be very far, so I followed the clues they left behind, and at last, I found it. I thought the day was over. What an amazing day it's been finding what we've been able to locate in this canyon. And then on the way out, I come across this. Can't believe what I'm looking at. Oh, I'm exhausted, but that's amazing. I mean, sometimes you go for miles to find something like that. So, well, I'm here. I'm just going to go back down to the bottom. Can't get to it from up here, so we'll go back down and then work our way up to it and see what we can find. But there's no way I can walk past that without checking it out. We'll drop down in this little drainage. I'm on a game trail, and boy, did it get thick. Cool, though. Lots of bugs bothering me. But they like the moisture also, so. Oh, here we go. All right. I was filming those petroglyphs over there before I started going up and out of here, and I was like, where is the dwellings of where these people lived? There's too many petroglyphs for there not to be something in the area. And so, as you saw on my way out, I spotted this alcove, and now I'm back down in here. And here we are. Look at this beautiful setting. Don't know how long ago this rock split away from this other face here. You can see that gap. But I'm up here at this cliff house. Look at all these grinding, sharpening areas in this one stone. If you see something else, Noah, please point it out, okay? Oh, wow. Look at this. I'm not going to walk in there. It's unnecessary. I'm so close that you can see it really good from here. I don't know if that's two different ones or if it's broken off in part of the other, but that is very rare to find at a site anymore. I had one in Arizona where I found 3, but these almost look like little cutout steps. See here? Right there, and right there. I don't know why they would have needed the steps for this. Oh, wow. Right here, look. Would have loved to known what they were sharpening here. Here's another spot right back here in the back. So someone sat right here, and this one's very obvious, but even earlier, look at this here. That looks like an even earlier place, and if you go right up the wall, there's a sharpening place right here. Huh. This is fascinating. So here I have a person, it looks like. Then there's these little holes here. And some other design work in here. One thing interesting to note is when you're at a place like this, you have to get the light right and the angle right to see everything. So I showed this earlier, and then if we come right over here, I completely missed these. Look at this pattern. And then here's another one. Even more. You almost have to walk past it and then turn and look back. Here's another carving. These are etched into the wall here. And this I filmed earlier to show this dished out area, but here to the side of it is a completely different pattern there. Here's a larger hole, and possibly here, yeah, here's another, but it's just filled up with sand here.